Okay, number 17 and 18 are linear functions. It gives you some information and you have to write it into an equation. Now 17 doesn't specify. It says write the equation of a line that passes through this. Okay, so I'm going to tell you you're writing it in y equals mx plus b, slope-intercept form. Now the nice thing is your your TEKS test is multiple choice, so you'll see your answer choices on what form to put it in if it doesn't specify. So this one's not multiple choice, so I should have specified, my bad. So it says write the equation of a line in y equals mx, slope is intercept form, passes through this point. Remember, points are x comma y, and is parallel to the graph of this. Parallel means same slope, meaning that whatever the slope is of this is the slope I'm going to use. So because I'm using slope intercept form, I need to find m and I need to find b. Well, if it's same slope, this is my slope, so -2/3. So remember, always fill in what you know. We don't know b because this is not my y-intercept. B is your y-intercept, and that's where x equals 0. This is not x equals 0. So I know that y equals -2/3 x plus b. We do not know b. And I'm going to plug in what I do know. I know y is -3, and I know x is 5. And now I can solve for b. Now this is ugly fractions. You also use your calculator. I have alpha y equals enter -2/3 times 5. I'm typing it literally the exact way I see it, and that equals -10/3. So I have -3 equals -10/3 plus b. Well, how do I get rid of a -10/3? Because I'm trying to get b by itself. I would add a 10/3. So what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. That zeroes out. And I have b equals, well, I'm going to type that in my calculator, -3 plus alpha y equals enter, 10/3, and I get positive 1/3. Okay, so now that we know m and b is positive 1/3, I'm just going to plug it back into my y equals mx plus b. So y equals m is -2/3 x plus b is positive 1/3. So there is my equation. And again, you could type this in your calculator. Hopefully my slope is right. If my slope's not right, because if it says perpendicular, it's not exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to come over here, I'm going to type my equation. So I get alpha y equals enter, -2/3 x plus alpha y equals enter, 1/3. And the only thing you can really check here is this point. So if I go to 5, it has -3, which is there, and then I know that parallel means same slope, so I have that slope, and that's that. So that is my answer. Okay, let's look at number 18. Now this one says write the equation in standard form. So I already know that this one says standard form, which is my ax plus by equals c. So I need to find a, I need to find b, and I need to find c. And the only thing I know about standard form is that m is the opposite of a over b. So knowing that, I have to find m. Well, it doesn't tell me m, and I know I could do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. My y2 is -4, minus my y1 is 2, over my x2 is 1, minus my x1 is -3. Now, you could do this by hand, or you could type it in your calculator and it'll simplify it for you. So -4, actually I have to keep writing it, minus 2 over 1 minus -3. And I get -3/2. Now, if I were to have done it by hand, I would have gotten -6 over, well, this is a broken plus sign, so I end up 1 plus 3, which is 4. And then when you simplify that, that's what it gives you. Okay. So because I know my slope is opposite of a over b, well, this is the opposite of a. So what's the opposite of -3? Positive 3. And then remember, exact b is on bottom. So b is 2. So I know I have 3x plus 2y equals c. I do not know c yet. However, I know 2 points that I can plug in and solve for c. Doesn't matter which point I use, I'm going to use the second one. So I have 3 times, instead of x, I'm going to plug in 1 plus 2 times y, which is -4, and whatever that equals is my c. So 3 times 1 plus 2 times -4, And that gives me negative 5. So negative 5 equals C. So my final answer is 3x plus 2y equals negative 5.